in every single way. We have to tell it and we getting it on. Baby girl, tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, right. We can stuff on the bed, bath and beyond. Baby girl, tell me what you into. Yeah. Cause every day and night, every night and day, I wanna lay your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna lay your body, girl, in every single way. Forever my lady like Jodeci. You see your body keep controlling me, and I'm trying to get it popping like it's ecstasy. But your body should stay close to me. We gon' get it poppin', we gon' get it poppin' and soaking wet, fuck around. Got your girls, man, they all upset. Where you at? Where you at? Where you been spending time? Got a man, I always hit you up, but you not around. I be on not a man, I hit you up on the phone. I'm head down to pick you up, baby girl, when you all alone. I wanna call you up, but I can't do that shit. Come over here, baby, you the one I'm rolling with. You the one I'm fooling with. I spend the hours, 1,000 flowers and tuna fish. Baby girl, you the only one that I'm dealing with. I swear to God, the MC Hammer cut you too legit. And didn't know that you my mama mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, do it a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. And didn't know that you my mama mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, do it a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. Baby girl, I got plans for you. Better yet, I made plans for two. Take your time, let me admire you. And baby girl, we get it poppin' like we supposed to do. We can start from the stairs, girl, I promise an hour. After we done with charades, you can jump in the shower. I'll tell the world that it's yours, baby girl, that is ours. Anything that you need in life, baby, I got you. Baby girl, you the one, boo. Cause you the be the one when times get tough, I turn to. Girl, I really love and I do admire you. You the one that I need. Baby girl, you the one, boo. Cause you the be the one when times get tough, I turn to. Girl, I really love and I do admire you. You the one that I need. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna lay your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna lay your body, girl, in every single way. We have to tell it and we getting it on. Baby girl, tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, right. We can stuff on the bed, bath and beyond. Baby girl, tell me what you into. Yeah, cause every day and night.
They say when I marry you, but the love. They say when I marry you, but the love, baby. I will marry you, marry you, marry you. I will marry you, my wife. They say when I marry you, but the love. They say when I marry you, they are not God. I will marry you, marry you, marry you. I will marry you, my wife. They don't know how it starts. They don't know how we begun. We started from the jungle, oh baby. Sonny got a meeting, was our choice. I will marry you, marry you, marry you. I will marry you, my queen. When I enter into the Garden of Eden, ooh yeah, only you I could see. Only you I could admire. Only you I could feel. Only you caught my heart. I will marry you, marry you, marry you. I will marry you, Suade. They say when I marry you, but they're not. They say when I marry you, they are not God. I will marry you, marry you to Paris for dinner. I will take you to Dubai for shopping. If I don't marry you, I will rest, baby. If I don't marry you, my life is incomplete. I will marry you, complete. I will marry you, my one and only. Arusu, suade. Arusu, suade. A young Alcia was wakado was young. Beautiful, if I don't marry you, I will rest, baby. If I don't marry you, my life is incomplete. I will marry you, marry you. I will marry you, my queen. You see how when I marry you, God is love. You see how when I marry you, then I'm not God. I will marry you, marry you. I will marry you, my love.
From glory to glory, it's time to break new grounds. It's time for a new spiritual beginning. It's time. Global Impact Ministries International, in collaboration with Born Christian Association, presents International Pastors, Leaders, and Worker Conference 2022. Yes, International Pastors, Leaders, and Workers Conference 2022 comes live in Banga with its seminar and a power-packed crusade. The seminar starts Tuesday, February 8th to the 9th, starting 9 in the morning at the Harvest Intercontinental Banga Central Church, while the crusade starts on the same Tuesday, starting at 5 p.m. Silver Compound, Lone Star Office, Banga. We have started another year without any idea of how it's going to end. It takes His special and divine grace to carry us through. Pastors, evangelists, church workers, make this a lifetime opportunity to meet these great men of God as they broaden and enlighten your minds about the Most High. Those anointed ones to administer God's word would include Reverend Sila Deku, Bishop and General Overseer, Global Impact Ministries International, the Apostle Dr. Dio Brown of the United States of America, and host Reverend Laha LCC of the Harvest Intercontinental Banga Central Church. A God to be God who has kept you and your family to be alive. The International Pastors, Leaders, and Workers Conference 2022 with text taken Hosea chapter 10 verse 9 to 13. Entrance is free for everyone. Yes, it's Global Impact Ministries International in collaboration with Born Christian Association presenting the International Pastors, Leaders, and Workers Conference 2022 live in Banga with its seminar and a power-packed crusade starting Tuesday, February 8th to the 9th, starting 9 in the morning, and the revival from February 8th to the 11th at the famous Silver Compound, Lone Star Office. Bring the sick, the brokenhearted, the depressed, the rejected, and God will settle it forever. For more information, call the following set numbers: 0777 07 1506 and 0888 11 66 44. It's a lifetime opportunity. Be there.
Traveling to Liberia and want a shuttle service that is convenient, comfortable, and reliable? The name is LIB Executive Shuttle. LIB Executive Shuttle takes away the burden of commuting from the RRA and other parts of Liberia, as our fully air-conditioned vans with free Wi-Fi service perform the magic. Our services include luxury private and shared ride options, scheduled airport services, business or corporate travels, daily hired in and around Monrovia, including Kakata, Banga, Ganta, Buchanan, Freetown, etc. Our excursion packages include field trips to Sunset Beach, Patawi Waterfall, Wuka Farms, amongst a host of others. For more information, contact us on our USA numbers 001-301-750-1336 or our Liberian numbers on 0770-072-614. Better still, 0555 or check our website on www.libexecutiveshuttles.com. LIB Executive Shuttles, let us do the driving for you. Lapu's Kitchen, a Liberian-owned business operated by Johnson and Wales University's trained chef Joyce Matowia, is your dining away from home. At Lapu's Kitchen, we prepare all kinds of Liberian cuisines, including fried and rare oil potatoes green, kidney beans, palava sauce, fever leaves, and a lot more. We also make rice bread, meat pies, cookies, Benesi candies, and all kinds of pastry products. Place in your order online today from anywhere in the US at www.lorpukRTCHEN.com. The good news is your package is sealed in an insulated cooling box and reaches your destination well preserved and fresh. Save yourself the stress and order the best from a professional chef. Lapu's Kitchen keeps your fingers licking.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the program. You're listening to the Costa Show. You're watching the Costa Show. We're glad to be here. Today is Wednesday, the 19th day of January 2022. It was just the other day we saw the new month, the new year. Today we're already talking the 19th. This month is done. This month is done. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. We're very glad to be here. Good morning, Waka. Waka,
good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. Yeah, you getting me?
Yes,
Cos? Okay.
Yes, I'm getting you, Waka. Go
so
on.
Let me say good morning to all right, our many listeners and followers. We appreciate you taking up your time every morning to join us here, just to be a part of our broadcast. And years upon years we've been here, and you've been there supporting us one way or the other. So we just want to appreciate you and welcome you to another edition of today's show.
Definitely. So yesterday, did you follow what happened yesterday on the grounds of the Capitol, Waka?
Well, yesterday the some supporters of Mr. Alexander Cummings went out there, to show or to let Liberian people know that Mr. Cummings is innocent of all of the charges leveled against him by the All Liberian Party. So they went out there to support and claim attention of other people and sympathizers that can come and show that Mr. Cummings was innocent. But later on, the police came in and took them from there. The police came with tear gas and that was just how things happened yesterday. So they left. They pick up they pick up. I had a PA system. Everything left there. You know, like Brempo, when it comes to tear gas, but once they shoot it one time, we all can go head or scatter. So they all left the scene yesterday.
And did you see the video I posted, Bwaga? Could you play that video for us? Play it for us. Play the audio from that video. Do you have it, or do you need me to send it to you?
Let me go on your page. You posted on your page, right?
Yep. So there were some people who were interviewed after the police tear gas the people and beat people up. And by the way, I condemn that. I could not, in good conscience, support that because I know what the police did to our people on January 6th and on other protests that we organized. But what is sad is that the people, many of them were brought in buses on a false pretense, or they deceived them, they tricked them into going. They told these poor women that they were bringing them to go and participate in a workshop, and that at the end of the workshop they would qualify for small business loans. And so these people went and expecting that they were going to a workshop. They didn't tell them that they were going to do an assembly, a solidarity assembly for Ellis Cummings. And they went and just dumped them on the grounds of the Capitol building or Capitol Hill. And the people got attacked, tear gas, some of them beaten. And it was just unfortunate. And they left them stranded. And you can hear these women saying, in this interview with the journalist, and I posted a video last night, that they had no transport fares to return home. Play it, Bwaga. You got it?
Yeah.
Play it, please.
I think part by the intersection of where all they are saying that. Okay, I'll come here. I'm having that video for you.
Yeah, now it is said in the
Okay, so you said you were actually if you fell down, you had the crowd running to running over you. So how are you going to get home now? And how are you going to get treatment for the wound? If you do have transport to come or to go home, well, how are you going to get here?
The person was for all our very to come here. They said we're coming for a different project. Before we tell us how to do something for we don't need. So now I did not tell that come here today for a different project. Like the project we know here for today. And now we can the process. But sometimes all the process coming for a project. They say project is new and it says how to be import. So come to the project. Say but now the process all we were home. They say we're coming for the money now as now coming promise out of the other day. So the reason we can carry cost for all. And now our sister get our mother investing action. We are big girl with us. She fell down and when they cry. She fell down when they cry. They put her at the hospital. Now they need cleaning. They carry her right now.
Okay, so you are mentioning to tell us that you now knew that you guys will come here instead of coming, but rather they told people that the comment will come in May 20 people.
Yes.
Now you guys come here for today, right?
Coming for today. That one our dealer told us. They said we're going for the comment that coming May to us. The last time we said all right, so that's why the boss went for our at the junction, the HPTT. We came here to the Togo community. That's where we from.
Okay, so can you please give us the name of your leader?
Lucky.
Her name Lucky who?
Yeah, I really know her last name, but her name Lucky.
Okay, so okay, so the way in which people were promised by Mr. Cummings to give you a certain amount of money within your community, and now you go at somewhere the entire situation changed chaotic. So what measures do you understand to the public?
I want to tell us, I'm coming to come, please help us. Because our people, our sisters are here and we have not seen our grandmother and our amazing people. She fought down the put over to our clinic. We don't know the meat clinic, they took over to. So we're asking them for help. When I never have private to go, come work to go.
So,
Okay.
can you please give the name of your sister?
Yeah. All right, you can take that down. Well, I'm not saying Alex Cummings personally knew that this was going on. That's how they brought these people. But clearly, his supporters who are on social media who act like they love him so much, they didn't go there. They had to go and trick people into going. You know? And this is just wrong. We've organized protests, tons of them, and never once did we offer people money or did we use the offer of money to get people to come out. People came out because they believed, and they came out voluntarily. And also, we never took buses to bring people to protest. We never had to do that. We didn't. And so this is just sad to deceive people in that way and to bring them while they get attacked. And these people didn't go to protest. They told them, you're coming, Cummings will help you, and he will give you money and this and that. And only for them to get dumped there to say, go and show support for Cummings, and then they get beaten. This was not fair. You know, I see Cummings did a post to condemn the attack on the people, but I think he also owes these people an apology for lying to them and deceiving them and tricking them into going to the grounds. You know, it's just sad, unfortunate. All right, now the $30,000 that was put in the budget last year, the controversial $30,000. One of the things that Dillon got in trouble for. You remember the notorious, infamous $30,000?
Sure.
Well, it looks like it's not going to feature in the budget anymore. The pro tem Senator Abache made a move in the Senate to remove the $30,000 allotment from the budget. So they're going to remove the $30,000. The $30,000 will no longer be in the national budget. They will remove it. They will remove it. It's no longer going to be there. They will strike it out, and nobody's going to get $30,000 again for so-called legislative projects, which we all know is meant for the lawmakers to just eat for nothing. So it's a good thing, Bwagai. That $30,000, it pisses people the hell off. I'm telling you, Dillon came on a lot of flack. He took a lot of flack, a lot of beating for that $30,000. And so, but now it is going to be removed from the budget. It is no longer going to be there. Because, you know, you remember the budget, the House had passed the budget. But the House passed the budget with the $30,000. So the Senate is passing the budget, but without the $30,000. So I'm sure the people in the House must not be happy right now. Because they expected to have the $30,000, but it will not be in the budget.
So, Senator Abraham Darrell Dillon was the one that raised the issue up in the Senate. He brought it to the attention of Senate Pro Tem, and letting him know that the particular $30,000 we are receiving, the Liberian people are not happy with the idea, because whenever we go to a meeting or we go to meet our people, they will always tell us about, they will all have problem with a particular $30,000. So the best thing that we can do, let us try to remove this particular $30,000 from this budget, because when we go to our people to talk to them about the budget, to talk to them about other issues, their focus is surely on this $30,000.
That's true.
Because we're receiving the money, and some of us now going back to do what the money is meant for. We are not reaching out to our constituents and making our people believe that, or making our people understand that this money was brought, means it was given to us for us to use for X, Y, and Z. So Mr. Dylan raised it, and some of his colleagues bought the idea, and the Senate Pro Tem too bought the idea. So that's why they are taking it out from the budget.
Well, we're very glad about that. When we interviewed him the last time, he talked about that. He said he was going to raise it, and he said, even if it passes, even if it gets approved in the budget, he was not going to take it. So we're glad that the 30,000 will no longer feature in the budget, just so you all know. Yeah. So the other day we told you about some money launderers. You know, these guys, they engage in all kinds of 419 activities. They go abroad, they dupe people, they're moving money around, dirty money, they engage in all kinds of criminal activities. There's a young guy called Jonathan Gopher Davis. Have you ever been to that place, Waka, on a route, the RIA highway called Queensville, where they got the place there, that swimming pool where they can have 1,000 human beings in one little pool? Have you seen a picture? I mean, I don't think I could ever swim in that kind of pool. I mean, Waka, I mean, how can you go to a swimming pool where there are about 1,000 people in one small little pool? You've seen pictures of that pool?
I know the Queensville.
Waka, do you know that it's unhealthy?
Sure. Eh? Everyone unhealthy.
For 500 or 600 people to be swimming in one little pool. And who knows how they can even treat that pool and during the COVID time too? Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so this young man owns that place, Queensville. I remember over 2 weeks ago, I did a post. My man, librarians are sick people. I did a post and I talked about how he was involved in criminal activities, money laundering, all kinds of 419 activities. Jonathan Gopher Davis, that's his name. I think he's about, I think he's 36 or 37 years old. I must be, I think, 2 years older than he is. When I did the post, so many people came to his defense. Oh, man, leave the man, that jealousy, that envy. I leave the man go hustle money abroad, and he brought it to the country. He invested it. I mean, stealing has become a norm in the country that people defend it. You know, people telling me I should leave the man alone. The man up there, leave the man alone, man. The man a young man. I leave the man go steal money from abroad. He bring the money to the country. He did something with it. Go bring your own to Costa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I read some of the comments on the post.
Yesterday, the government of Liberia, through the Minister of Justice, issued a writ of arrest or secured a writ of arrest for this young boy, Jonathan Gopher Davis. He's a terrible criminal. We told you all, you know, just because he built a hotel in Liberia, and you should be celebrating that he goes there. Are we like Nigerians now? Because, I mean, the biggest 419ers in the world, they're from Nigeria, period. Everybody knows that. Yahoo boys. Should we be celebrating people who go and steal people's money and bring it home? Eh? You know? Yeah. Should we go do that? Is that something that you should all be happy about? You know? Oh, leave the ball, man. The ball go hustle for your money and bring your money back. So he brought development to the country. The same way somebody can say, oh, Joey has stole money, yeah, so what? But Ali paid something. Ali paid, he did development in the country. Talking. Are you that desperate for development that it's okay for people to steal from you to do development for themselves? It is just sad, extremely sad, heartbreaking it is. You understand? Some of you are defending this boy. Yeah, he is. They got a writ of arrest out for him. I published a writ yesterday. Jonathan Gopher Davis, the boy is a rogue. He crooks other people. He brings the crooked money home, and he does things. And then some of you think it's okay. I remember for the 2020 county meet, okay, that is where your local county team camp.
Sure. That's where we were coming.
But you think I know? And you know who arranged it? Jefferson Koji. Koji is the one that took the county team there, the local county team. Eh? Your county team benefited from the corrupt. Your local county team. Now where you came for free, you ain't pay money. You see? But yeah, and you know they didn't want to arrest him or guy. They did not want to touch him. This boy is connected with so many people. Koji and so many people. But the US embassy said, you're better not try that nonsense. They were trying to protect him, boy.
Wow.
Yes. This boy, he's close with Koji. He's close with so many other people in the government. They didn't want to touch him. But the US embassy said, we're watching y'all with eagle eyes. Before we knew it, whoop, yesterday they issued a writ for him. Isn't this crazy? Where are his defenders now? Those of you who say I was being jealous of him, and the boy bringing money, and the boy go take money, yeah. So what? And the white folk and Stephen Otto, the boy bringing money from a bro, talking. You know, when you live in a morally decadent society, it's okay when somebody murders somebody. I mean, can you imagine, boy, people can murder people and people will still clap for you?
Yeah.
It's sad, eh? It's very, very sad. You know, it's extremely sad the country we live in.
Costa, normally they say that, once you go out, you steal and come and build at least one or two, apartments in Liberia, then it means that you own a stealing, but like good stealing.
Yeah, like good stealing. But even when you steal locally in the country, you do something.
Yeah, you do something. Once you build one or two, houses, it means that you own a stealing, but no problem with it. No, we don't have.
At least the man I carry here, bro.
Yeah. They may investing in a country at least. That's what we will say.
At least they steal from you. And the thing the person built, they ain't build it for you. They build it for their family. Look at Alex Tyler. Whatever happened to his place? What they call it? I know Jenny's Paradise, huh?
Jenny's Paradise on the Rafi Howard. The men said that they now start stealing the city town and the ruler in the town because they make it pay the workers.
$100,000. You remember when Tyler built that place?
Sure.
And they went for that program and he stood up there and said he took a loan from the bank, $800,000 loan. He said that's why he took from the bank to build that place. And he stood there and was proudly boasting. That boy wasted all that money in that place. He didn't take no damn bank loan. He said he already paid 50% of the bank loan before he even opened the place to the public for business. Today, that place has collapsed. If Tyler had simply, look, that is a waste. But I went to that place one time. I had a friend who was staying there. I went to visit his friend. When it was open, that place, they built it so poorly. All the bathroom fixtures, the commodes, that's also cheap materials. The construction is poor. The materials are cheap quality materials. The fixtures and those things, commodes and stuff. Poor. That's what happens, guy. When you steal money and you don't know what to do with it. If Tyler had gone ahead to plant cocoa, if he had used that money to do a cocoa farm, today it would not be like that. Yeah. But today it's lying there in ruins. Who's going to go run that place? The place has fallen into ruins. It will need massive investment and repairs. All those cheap furniture and fixtures they have in it. My man, our people are just stupid. So you see my bad luck now. One of my boys, good friend of mine, he reaches out to me, asking me to send him James Botte's number from the VOA. And What her name? Jeannie Millie Cooper wants to speak to James Botte to clarify the incident at the Ministry of Agriculture. Baga, you see my ballot? I'm gonna help them hook them up with James Botte so that she can speak to James Botte to clear her good name. I told my friend, I said, my man, don't bring that to me, man. I beg you. I'm gonna link you up with James Botte for Jeannie Millie Cooper to clear her good name. What good name? Eh? I said, my man, I beg you, man. Don't tell me that. They're not bad law there, Baga. I'm a help.
Absolute baller.
Never. I can never do anything for Jeannie Millie Cooper ever again.
Man, like Oma Nanel, you say you know.
Oma, she's not nothing. She disappointed me. She disgusted me. For me to go and give her phone number for James Botte, for her to talk to Botte. Nonsense. Never. Me, I'm not on a level. I lift you up. You misbehave. I'm over honoring you. I don't have permanent friends. I always tell y'all, I do not have permanent friends. The day you cross the line, the day you no longer stand on the pedestal that deserves my respect and admiration and support, I finish with you. Now I'll go over Jeannie. Now I'll go over Jean Botte number for different person. For me, give her Jean Botte number for her to call Jean Botte. If I say I will send all the information on her to my friend Jean Botte for the VOA, so you will know. Maybe say Botte will do story on her before she even call her. Yeah, man. I think it pays people off. You call yourself book person. You know book. And you come from a good system, a good family, and you go in the government, you go misbehave. Then you won't be explaining, you won't be defending yourself. And I mean, will help you to defend yourself. I'm gonna link you up with Jean Botte. Not Jean Botte. Not Jean Forte. Yeah, man. I get what to do to go bother my friend Jean Botte. Can't talk to Jeannie Millie Cooper so she can be sounding like a decent woman. Eh? You break all the laws, giving contract left and right. Eh? You don't let her follow procurement processes. Eh? Then you can't sit down there, you can't talk about what it. Better stop that thing there. All right, folks, welcome to the Costa Show. And so this morning we're supposed to have a young lady on, Goretti Atoka. I believe I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Goretti is she and her partner. I'm told she's partners with Oliver Rohana. They're doing a great stuff. She's the CEO of the company, a young Liberian lady, very industrious and doing great stuff. What Goretti and their company, what they do is, they have a company called Agroretti. It's an agricultural company, essentially. So they support local farmers in the country who grow cassava, who grow sweet potatoes, and Edo. Oh my God, I love myself some Edo. Authentic, real Liberian Edo. The red Edo. Woo! You cook. I will tell Sis Musu, bring me some Edo, man. Bring me some Edo, Sis Musu, if you're watching. Bring me some good red Edo. I boil that Edo. Let me tell you how I like it, Baka. I boil that Edo. Good red Edo. Boiling nicely, clean it nicely. Boil it with some salt, a little bit of salt, and put some boiled eggs, and put some eggs on it. Just boil the eggs, right? And crack it, and just put the egg on there, put some sausage there, and put butter there. Oh, Baga, that thing is good. Boiled Edo. Or I like to make myself some Edo soup. Have you had Edo soup and rice? You bought that two guy in America, that ugly Edo, that nonsense. I'm talking about real good boy Edo. Oh my baby, you can't beat that. I will tell says Musu. Says Musu, if you're listening, bring me some good red Edo. They take one, the big Edo. Oh my God, I love that thing, my man. What? So go ready.
You know how you drive me there?
No, I beg you, don't give me bush meat. I don't want bush meat. I only want my boiled egg and some sausage with my Edo. Yeah, with some butter. Oh, that thing is yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. So, Miss Atoka, she's the CEO of the company, and they're called Agroretti. Agroretti, that's the company. So they have their own processing plant. They make potato chips, sweet potato chips, Edo chips. I love Edo chips. They are my favorite. Edo chips are my favorite. I love Edo chips. I love potato chips, sweet potato chips, very nice too. And cassava chips. I love cassava chips too, but my favorite is Edo chips. So they make Edo chips, potato chips, sweet potato chips, and cassava chips. And they work with these local farmers. They empower them. Then they produce the cassava, the Edo, and the sweet potato, and they buy it from them, and they go and manufacture and process it into chips and oven. And the packaging is just nice, aesthetically appealing. I mean, decent packaging, very classy, and they carry them in a number of stores and supermarkets across Monrovia. They're doing great. And you know, I mean, this is we all know farming is not or being engaged in farming one way or the other. It's not a fashionable thing in Liberia, and not a lot of people are involved with it. But to see, you know, young people, particularly a young, beautiful lady involved with this, so we'll be speaking with her this morning, as the CEO of the company, Bwagai. I'm going to send her the link right now. She's going to come on the show this morning to speak with us. This is just incredible. I like it. Okay.
Okay. So, Senator Steve Zago yesterday said that he's going to be leading the protesters at the Capitol building during the president's address, because he's the only representative, really the only representative now of the Liberian, the Lothian, the Liberian Senate. So he will spearhead the protest that the people will be having at the Capitol building. That was what he said yesterday. So this will not just be an ordinary protest again, when a sitting senator will be involved, and other Lothians, other permanent Lothians too, are talking about the same thing, because the people just need another senator. You can't just be having one senator in a Senate that just making decision for an entire county. And we're going to years now. And the government, if you guys know that Brennan Samuka will not be giving a position, you let us know. Let's move on. At least if there's something that we should do about it, the Lothian can do. But we just have one person representing us. So yesterday he spoke and he said that he will lead a protest on Monday, when the president go there at the Capitol building. So it's not going to be an easy thing. We hope to see how things will play out there this coming Monday. So that was what Senator Steve Zago said.
Okay, proceed. Bwaga, I'm trying to handle something, but go on. Maybe open the phone lines. So they are going to boycott. Bwaga, it's not going to do. It's not it's not going to do much. It's not going to care that the Lofa County people will not attend the annual message. You think that's going to bother we are? let's take some calls, Walker, please. I have to handle this situation.
Okay, so the phone lines are open now: 0770102102, 0886010383, 102 The WhatsApp number is +231 888 You can call me and you will be live on the show this morning. We are talking wide range of issues here, and you can be a part. What do you make of the protest yesterday at the Capitol building, and the issue about some Lofians boycotting the president annual address? Those are things that we are looking at, and other things that we talk about here. Also, you can place in your calls now: 0770 102 886 Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Your name is Johnny.
I'm Timothy Smith calling from Monrovia. Look, I stand with the Lofians. The Lofians should come on Monday. Because I think it's a serious embarrassment. The government should be able to tell the people that when someone's not taking a seat, or they're not taking a seat. Because number one, the people need somebody in the Senate.
Yeah.
There are so many issues going around the country, and nobody concerned about us. So I was the president that would be in the interest of the people should take a seat. So I encourage all of them, Monday, all they come up. Everybody should come up to the Capitol building because it's for our country, and we cannot sit there when the government is respecting the law. So yeah, thank you so much, Costa. Thank you for your show.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's take Martina Konate on this line. Good morning, Martina. Welcome.
Good morning, Baka. Good morning to leader. Good morning to our many listeners. Martina Konate, Costa Princess, calling from Monrovia, Liberia. And I tell you, Baka, I'm always put my Costa Princess to aid. I think I heard some people sue, and I went for it to board their sue.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Baka, to the issue, you know, the Lofi and I stand with them on this when they talk about going to Capitol building. So we are already door, man. He not even know what to see. Trust me, they will say they go to go protest, they won't kill Jawia. You know, every protest in their country, they can won't kill Jawia. They will tell the police, they will go tear gas, they will turn it upside down. The only thing I want the country there to do and just send honey being in our house. Oh, you Jawia trust her. Another way to protest them. I don't know what the country there when they really will sit down with the whole business.
But other people will be there, Martina.
But the thing I wish now, they honey being out here going for. The other people going for. Especially they call raw representative and senator, they must all in their trust or them too. That's the right thing to do because the people go over there. Trust me, that whole thing they will turn it upside down. They will tear gas. They will start beating the people. They will even attack other opposition lawmakers. The people they are very irresponsible. But I don't know what the devil waiting for. I don't really know what they're waiting for because that's what we expect for them.
They say they're coming out this week, that's what I was told. But we'll watch and see what happens. But that's all we're told, that they're coming out this week. Let's take more calls. Thank you, Martina. Somebody tell me I should talk about Alhaji GV Kroma. I mean, what's there to talk about? We send our condolences to the family. What do you want me to talk about? Musa K. Fofana. You see, let me hold you right there. You see, if you had want me to talk about Alhaji GV Kroma, what's there to talk about? He was a professor. He was Director General LBS. He was the commander of Ulimoke, which was a rebel group. Some people will call him the hero. Some people will call him a villain. So there's not much to talk about. Let's be honest. You see, you don't want to get me started because the views on Alhaji Kroma are divided. There's one group that sees him as a rebel leader, which he was. But Alhaji Kroma was a warlord because his people were being murdered. I'm not justifying what he did, but that is the truth. Alhaji Kroma did not bring a war. Hello? Let's be honest, let's be fair.
Yeah.
When the war started, Alhaji Kroma was not part of the Liberian Civil War. Alhaji Kroma came later on. He was a rebel, yes, but what kind of rebel was he? Was he the rebel that started a war for political power? No. Alhaji Kroma came because the Mandingo people were being killed. Were the Mandingo people not being targeted during the war? Unless you don't know the history of the war.
Yeah.
The Mandingo people were being killed. Alhaji Nkrumah came later on, where Ulimo, the Crown people and the Mandingo people got together. Because of what Samuel K. Doe did, the Crown people were targeted. They were targeted by the MPFL. So when they came, they were targeting Mandingo people and Crown people. So the Crown people and the Mandingo people joined together and formed Ulimo. And that's how Ulimo came. Ulimo came, but Ulimo did terrible things. Oh, yes. But then they split. So the Mandingo faction went on Alhaji Nkrumah. So they call it Ulimo K. Then Ulimo J was the faction that went on Roosevelt Johnson, the Crown one. So they had Ulimo K and Ulimo J. So some of you got, so the two tribes, the reason why the Mandingo and the Crown people came together and formed Ulimo, I'm not justifying what they did. I'm giving you context, historical context. Ulimo K did some horrible things. But how and why did Ulimo come into existence? That's what you need to investigate. The Crown people and the Mandingo people were being murdered because they say Samuel K. Doe did X, Y, and Z, and so the Gio people were paying the debt. Was it not true that they were targeting and murdering Crown people and Gio people?
Mm-hmm.
Did they not have a massacre in Kwadu Boni?
There was a massacre. There was a massacre.
So they killed people. They killed a lot of Mandingo people. So Alhaji Nkrumah and his people came out to defend their people. But did they do a lot of bad things too? Of course they did a lot of bad things. Terrible, terrible things. So I'm not saying now here to defend Alhaji Nkrumah. But when you condemn Alhaji Nkrumah for being a warlord, I'd like you to just look at it in context. The context is that Alhaji Nkrumah did not start the war. Alhaji Nkrumah was not part of Ellen and Charles Sullivan when they brought the war. No, he wasn't. Alhaji Nkrumah joined later on, he and Roosevelt Johnson and other Crown people, and they formed Ulimo to defend their people. That is what happened. So when you're discussing the history of the war and the role Alhaji Nkrumah played, please provide the context. Do not distort the facts. Was he a warlord? Yes. Did his entry into the civil crisis, was it warranted by something? Yes. His people were being killed. Did Ulimo do bad things? Yes. The hydro was looted by Ulimo. Those of you who know, the hydro at Mount Coffee Dam, it was looted by Ulimo. They took the electrical cables, they took this, they took that. They did terrible things. But the fact of the matter is, Ulimo did not come into existence from the beginning of the war. They came in existence to defend their people. So just note the facts. So you see the same way people talk about Prince Johnson, Bwagai. The people in Nimba see Prince Johnson as their hero. Why? Yeah. Because the Nimbaians were being murdered. Prince Johnson came out, although he murdered a lot of people. He murdered a lot of people. But Prince Johnson came to the defense of the people of Nimba. So when you're talking about Alhaji Nkrumah, don't forget, Nkrumah didn't start the war. Hello? Alhaji Nkrumah did not start the war. He didn't. That doesn't mean his rebel group didn't do a lot of things. Alhaji Nkrumah didn't start the war. Alhaji G.V. Nkrumah didn't start the war. He did not. He came to the defense of his kinsmen. Were the Mandingo people being targeted? Yes. Yes. Did Ulimo K do some terrible, terrible things? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Nobody gonna sit down here and say Ulimo ain't do bad things. Ulimo did terrible things. So I just want to provide the context I'm not here to exonerate Alhaji Kroma or to project him as a saint. But when you see him be celebrated by the Mandingo people, before you condemn him, put yourself in the shoes of the Mandingo people. Why do they celebrate him? Why do the Nimba people celebrate Prince Johnson? The same reason Nimbayans celebrate Prince Johnson is the same reason Mandingo people celebrate Alhaji Kroma. I don't celebrate Alhaji Kroma because you know what? I'm not a Mandingo man, and I was not being hunted and murdered during the war, and he did not come to my defense. But does that mean Mandingo people who have been hunted and murdered should not celebrate the man who rose and stood up to come to their defense? You got to be sensitive. You got to be considerate. Why do Mandingo people celebrate Alhaji Kroma? They celebrate Alhaji Kroma because he was their defender.
Mm-hmm.
I don't celebrate Alhaji Kroma because I'm a Pele man. He didn't come to defend me. He came to defend his people. You see my point? I don't celebrate Roosevelt Johnson. I'm not a crime man. He didn't come to defend me, right?
No.
The Igbo people stood up to because what? Samuel Kanye don't kill many of the good people. So you see, you gotta understand the war. The reason why Taylor then went to Nimba, you think they went to Nimba by accident? You think most of the crime, I mean the Mama people and the Gil people that became generous in MPFL, do you think they joined MPFL because of what? Because they wanted to fight war? They wanted to settle scores. As we say in Liberia, they wanted to pay their debt, boy.
Mm-hmm.
All of the Nimba children that were murdered and dumped in the well, they wanted to pay their debt. So the Liberian civil crisis is very confusing. All those warlords came out to defend their people, but in the process, they killed a lot of innocent people. They killed a lot of innocent people. So I'm not going to sit out here and defend any one of them, but you gotta look at the context. You got to look at the context. Alhaji Kroma did not start the war. Alhaji Kroma entered the war later on when his kinsmen were being murdered. That's true, my brother Orlando Chinaway. One man's rebel is another man's freedom fighter. You got to understand that. That's the context. But I'm not sitting down here celebrating Alhaji Kroma. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm just telling you, when the Mandingo people celebrate him, I am in no position to condemn them. That's why you need to understand, but that's the key point I want to drive home. When the Mandingo people celebrate Alhaji Kroma, who am I to condemn them? You know why I will not condemn them? Because he is their hero. Why is he their hero? They were being murdered, and he stood up to fight for them. In the process of fighting for them, his rebel groups, his rebel faction did a lot of bad things. But I will not condemn them, but I will condemn the action of Ulimo. But I will not condemn the Mandingo people for celebrating Alhaji Kroma. I just want you all to know this. This is the context I am providing. I will not condemn the Mandingo people for celebrating Alhaji Kroma. But I will equally condemn, the terrible action that Ulimo carried out. Ulimo K and Ulimo J. I will not condemn the Gio people, particularly the Gio people, for celebrating Prince Johnson. Because Nimba people were being murdered. After the November 12th invasion, the Kwamba invasion that failed, then the Nimba raid and all those things, Nimba people were being murdered. So you have to understand why people celebrate their heroes, why somebody is somebody's hero. But that doesn't mean I can't condemn their hero's actions. I can condemn the actions of the hero, but I will not condemn them for seeing that person as their hero. That's the point I want to make to you. Let's go to the lines, Baga. Let's take some calls there. I hope you all understand that. That is the context.
Yeah, very salient point. Let's take somebody from this line here quickly. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother. I'm Smith. Look, when it comes to the war, Benedict here Saturday morning, I disagree with you. Number one, you are better man. For the war that came, Mandingo people defend and kill better people. Our point here is, and then whosoever that brought the war, they should go for the war crown code.
But did I say they might not go to the war crown code?
He killed people, he killed a lot of people, he killed other people, he killed other people. So we are saying all of this.
Yeah, man, he's not understanding me.
I don't know where we're going for yet. We need all of them to go to court.
Tumete.
Yes, sir.
Our point here is not about stopping people from going to the war crown code.
Go to the war crown code.
We are calling for the establishment of the war crown code. You know that, right?
Yeah.
We are not saying that nobody should go to war crown code. We are not saying that. We're just making people understand that the position the late Alhaji Kuma were in, during the war.
Our in Guinea, the crime marshal saying in Guinea, we're treating there too. What we're saying here is Costa saying you are not the person that brought the war from the beginning. But even you bring it from the beginning, you enter the war from the middle, you part of the
You're not understanding me.
The country. The hydro today, we don't get elected today.
All right.
But I said it. Ulimo destroyed the hydro. I said it. But listen, you're not understanding my point. My point here is this. I do not condemn the Mandingo people for celebrating Alhaji Nkrumah as their hero.
Yeah.
That is the point I'm making. And nobody will get me to change that point. Because the Mandingo people were targets. The Mandingo people were being murdered. For what? Because they said Samuel Kedo, what like that. What was the reason again? Brother Samuel Sakama, let somebody help me here. Let somebody please tell me why were Mandingo people being targeted? I think they said because Dole liked the Mandingo people or something like that, but the Mandingo people were being murdered. I would like somebody to tell me that. Mike Fayadere, my brother, help me out here. Why were Mandingo people targeted again? The Mandingo people were being targeted. That's true. They were. The same way the Crown people were being targeted. And why were the Crown people being targeted? Because of who? Because of Samuel Kedo. So the Mandingo people were being targeted. I would like somebody to tell me that. But am I saying Alhaji Nkrumah should not go, they all might not go to war crimes code? Every single one of them should go to the war crimes code. But what I'm telling you, I am not here to tell you to condemn the Mandingo people, because I've seen Mandingo people celebrating Alhaji Nkrumah. And I can understand where they come from. When I see Mandingo people hailing Alhaji Nkrumah as their hero, I understand where they come from, Wakai. Because they were being targeted and murdered. You see? That's it. So that's why, because they said don't recognize Mandingo people. Don't didn't recognize Mandingo people. I know some people say Mandingo people have been in Liberia before Samuel Kanye Doe grandpa was born. So Doe did not recognize Mandingo people. Doe went to Guinea one time and came back. It was an ignorant thing Doe said. But here's what happened. Doe went Guinea one time and came back and told the Mandingo people, oh, I just coming from your country, I met your people, and so I recognize you as citizen. He said, Doe made Mandingo people citizen. Complete nonsense. Mandingo people being Liberia chief, what it needs there, Chief Taobo then being Liberia. Kwaru Boni is the oldest Mandingo chiefdom in Liberia. Then he said, Doe made Mandingo people citizen. Doe did not make Mandingo people citizen. It was an ignorant thing that Samuel K. Doe said. Mandingo people have been in Liberia saying I was a poor. We're not talking about the Mandingo people who just crossed the border recently to come to Guinea. Mandingo people have been intrinsically and originally part of Liberia from before Liberia became the Republic of Liberia. Mandingo people been in Liberia. So that stupid thing that Doe said that he recognized Mandingo people as citizens, that's nonsense. Doe didn't know history. Yeah? Because if don't know history, do you know when Kwaru Boni was established? Kwaru Boni, the Mandingo chiefdom. So the point I'm making is that Mandingo people, I think that's why they were targeted. They were targeted because Doe actually said it. Abraham Kedi, Doe did say it. Everybody remember. Doe went Guinea on one trip. He came by, he said, Mandingo people, previously he said he recognized as a citizen. Then he made one trip to Guinea, he came by and said, oh, I'm coming from your country, I'm mayor president. That was not correct. How you say you made a post citizen? Then he said you're coming from their country. You made a president. No, Mandingo people are part of Liberia. I'm not talking about the people who dare cross the border, the few people. There are two types of Mandingo people. The ones that recently migrated to Liberia from Guinea. Those are not the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Mandingo people who have been in Liberia since I was a pup. Before Liberia became a republic, there were Mandingos. Salbozo, Chief Salbozo, all those people, they were, go read your Liberian history, you will see Mandingo people are in your history from way back. Mandingo people didn't just come here. They've been here ever since. The only tribe you can say that just came, the only tribe, Waka, can you name that tribe for me? The one tribe that was not originally part of Liberia. Can you name that tribe for me, Waka? The Fula.
Fula people.
The Fulani. Yeah. They were not originally part of Liberia. They came. But I believe the Fulani people should be officially recognized now as a tribe. Fulani, they were not originally part of Liberia, Waka. They came later on. And we should embrace them. We should embrace them. But Mandingo people, they've been there ever since. Let's go take some calls.
Yep.
Yeah.
The calls are coming in. Let's take some. Good morning.
Good morning, Boaka. Good morning, Henry Costa. My name is Ali Kamara. Some people call me Ali Samba, and I'm calling you from Maryland. How you guys doing this morning?
We're doing good.
Great. Because first of all, I want to thank you for the point you made. The point is very salient. I'm one of those who advocate for war and economic crimes court, but I'm also from the Mandingo background. I believe that whoever committed atrocity during the Civil War must face justice, and I think that is the only way forward. However, Alhaji Nkrumah is our hero. He's going to be our hero. He's going to be written in Mandingo scripts as our hero. And we're not condemning anyone for considering Prince Johnson their hero, but at the same time, we want them to understand that Alhaji Nkrumah was our hero. Costa, I was in Liberia throughout the war. I lived in Bunker, where my grandmother was from. And I witnessed people cut somebody's leg because the name sounded Mandingo or Muslim. That person could have been Bandi. That person could have been Kisi. That person could have been, because I know a lot of Kisi Aliyus. They cut the man's leg and allowed the man to bleed until he died. I saw people between Kakata and Bonkate Highway where they killed Mandingo people and stretched their intestine across the street as a checkpoint, along with a Dosoya helmet on the head. Okay, the only reason why Mandingo people were slaughtered was because of a guy named Edward Komosako at the time, who was Internal Affairs Minister under Samuel Doe. The Gio and Mana people believed that he connived with them some way, somehow. But because of one single individual, they started killing from Butu all the way to Monrovia. We saw 500 people get killed in the Kwadu area because they were Mandingo people who had no relations with government. In fact, at the time we were speaking about Mandingo people were not even involved with politics. Mandingo people were mostly involved with trading. So when Alhaji Nkrumah came, he was a complete breath of fresh air. So we're not saying that Alhaji Nkrumah did not do anything. Even though he was only a diplomat, never went to a front line one day, however, he was the commander. Now, guilt by association, yes. And whoever committed atrocity again in the length and breadth of Liberia must face justice. And we believe that. But I just want to reiterate your statement. And I want, on your show, I want to appreciate Honorable Joseph Yumabaka. Traditionally, we are uncles. We all come from the Mali Empire, and that's our lineage. Right. And he's been very involved with this. I want to appreciate the Mandingo community. Really appreciate Joseph Yumabaka. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother.
You see, the man is back. The man, I said, now you're telling you, exonerating Urumoke of crimes that they committed. They committed horrible crimes. But what made Alhaji Nkrumah enter the war? That's the point. Let's take some calls then. You cannot do anything about that. Alhaji Nkrumah is a hero of the Mandingo people, period. The same way Prince Johnson is a hero for the Nimba people.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, anywhere joining us from?
Yeah, my name is Lonlai Kamara. I'm phoning from Johnsonville this morning.
Welcome.
Thank you all so much. Facebook is flooded from yesterday. People saying that Alhaji Nkrumah is a rebel, Alhaji Nkrumah. I will celebrate Alhaji Nkrumah, and you will go down in history because or Alhaji Kuma, because some people were arguing yesterday on Facebook. Alhaji Kuma didn't take arm to come and face any legitimate government. Alhaji Kuma was who Alhaji Kuma was fighting? He was fighting NPFL. Alhaji Kuma didn't fight do. Alhaji Kuma was fighting NPFL because NPFL is the real rebel group because it came to remove legitimate government. And they came, Chancellor Kim was to remove President Du and come and run for presidency. And Alhaji Kuma, local vision of Alhaji Kuma fighting. During the war in Nimba, because I'm from Nimba country, in Nimba, they said 1985, one Kupa, Duke Kupa, one Kupa, they coup d'etat after all man of people in Guildford, then she all war the hero. And after one top all EFBC, people started running, going to villages and see. They say that Maningo was showing the people, that so and so people here, that so and so, they don't want. Last thing, that is why they will kill Maningo for 1990. They kill the people. If you can recall when the commissioner asked Alhaji Kuma during the TRC report, Alhaji Kuma can say when they say you're involvement in the war, the next can share here. They say we will kill them like a chicken. You see, you can't be sitting there, people will be wet away. That is why he took arm for.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much. I take somebody from this WhatsApp number quickly. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Baka. Good morning, Costa. My name is Mohammed Koma. I'm calling from Canada.
Welcome, Mohammed.
Okay, so this morning I just wanted to contribute to the topic. We will have loved, even though we are Madingo and we are saddened today by the death of our hero, but we have loved in a lifetime that a court should be established where he can go to exonerate himself, because we believe that he had a justifiable cause by going into the war, that is by defending his people. You know, we Liberians don't have problem with Charles Taylor who brought the war, and then at the end of the day, we celebrated him and elected him as president. That you came and you came and I will vote for you. But you have problem with a group of people who were killed and targeted. Had it not been for Alhaji Kuma and others, today some of us Madingo would not be in Liberia or would not be in existence.
That's true.
Every one of us know the contribution of Alhaji Kuma, especially in the educational sector. So if you see that type of man taking on arms to defend his people, you should know that he already pushed against the war and his people were being threatened. So whether anybody like that or not, we Madingo, Alhaji Kuma is our hero and will forever celebrate him.
Okay, thank you so much.
And I understand that and I respect that.
Thomas
I understand it and I respect it. And that is a fact. Alhaji Kuma stood up to defend Madingo people who have been murdered. If I'm a Pele man, if Pele people were being targeted and being murdered, and I was and I had the resources and the courage, and if I stood up to defend Pele people, nobody can blame me. Yes, I may have committed some crimes. I may have committed, or my forces may have committed some horrible crimes in the process of defending Pele people, but still, I stood up to defend Pele people. That's what Alhaji Kuma did. Alhaji Kuma.
Let's take people Thomas Ansumana. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Baka. Good morning, Pedro.
Good morning, Chairman Ansumana.
Not only Madingo people suffer from the war. People who carry Madingo names also were affected in the war. For instance, destroy my university card. I had to destroy my driver's license. I had to destroy my citizenship license. So most people who carry Madingo names were affected in the war. And most bandit people, I can tell you, they are Muslims, but they are not Madingo, and they carry Madingo names that look like Madingo people name. So people talking about only Madingo people suffer from the war, it's not true. Most Liberians suffer. And what hurt me is that They have not implemented the war crime code, and all those people who committed crime against the Liberian people, they are dying, and the wound is not going to go away. That reconciliation is not coming to the Liberian people. Secondly, I'd like to speak on Steve Zago issue. My support for Steve Zago will also be like all legislators from Lofa County should boycott the speech or the how to call it, George Weah. All legislatures should boycott the speech. Not only boycotting the speech, but also boycott sessions. They should boycott upcoming sessions.
But some of them are in favor of the actions on the Bernie Samuka. Some of them want for the case to Jeremy and that so they can contest the position like Mariam Fofana and other people. So I don't know why you think all of them was boycott.
But this is why we're talking about justice in Liberia. There's no justice in Liberia because people like AB Kamara that did the same crime. Today they are in the house. Nobody talking about it. They stole government money. They have not paid. Nobody talking about that. Why Brani Samuka? Brani Samuka was exonerated from what he did and allow him to run. Allow him to run. The justice system, free him, allow him to run, and they gave him option for him to be seated as a senator. He committed himself to what the justice ministry told him to do. Up to now, they are holding him down. So that's where I'm coming from to say all legislators, if they don't do it, we campaign 2023. We're going to vote all of them out. All legislators from Lofa County will campaign and vote them out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The phone lines are busting this morning. The WhatsApp most especially.
Even if Brani Samuka never takes his seat, Mariam Fofana can never become senator of Lofa. How many times has she not tried and failed, Waka? And she doesn't even do anything at all. The next person in line to become senator is that man, Councillor Jala. Ain't no Councillor Jala, the man who came second of Brani. And Councillor Jala did very well. It can never be Mariam Fofana. Never be her. The woman is a sellout.
Let Mariam win the district 4 again before she will come become senator. Because
the woman betrayed Unity Party that made her.
Yeah.
She betrayed her own party.
Now the woman is Danny and wanting with CDC. She's in all CDC executive meeting. And at the same time, wanting want to be ACO. So
can
she
you imagine
double
she won't
step
be
again.
ACO because she wants to use the Mandingo vote?
Yeah.
Then she won't be with the other side. Nonsense.
Yeah.
Let me take the call here, but I can take some more calls there. The conversation is very good in the morning.
All right, let's take this person from the WhatsApp number once again. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Blanca. How are you? This is Pastor Charles Ako. I just want to say that the best for us Liberians, while we discuss about human death, pretty soon maybe we'll be discussing Brent Johnson, Johnson.
I don't know, Pastor Charles Ako. I don't know why run with your line there, but let's take this other person. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Black Eye. This is Sarah calling from Texas. I just wanted to chip in on the Haji Kurman thing. I was kind of feeling a little disappointed when Costa explained himself because the war, it doesn't matter. I don't think the question is about who brought the war. But Brent Johnson talking about, he was fighting for his people and he was sitting right in Kawa killing innocent people that had nothing to do with your Mano people. And then Haji Kurman brought his to know what to defend the Mandingo people, but a lot of innocent people have a family that were killed by Unimo kids. They had nothing to do with though. They had nothing to do with the war. And I'm a bastard girl. And it's a whole lot. It was a whole lot of horrible things that were done by all of them.
That's true.
It doesn't matter who. Everybody claimed they were fighting for that people, which is understandable. But these people you're fighting, the people that killed these people, you're leaving them, and innocent people that had nothing to do with them, they're the one you come in to harass and all the horrible crimes. And somebody talk about hanging, somebody in testing, all of that. Kids did all of that as well. Yeah. They all did horrible things. So I really don't. I mean, I understand his position, but I still don't think he should be celebrated on a bigger platform. If he should, then Prince Johnson and everybody else should be celebrated.
I'm not
because they all
celebrating
were
him.
considered somebody else's hero.
Why?
You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
What is so hold on? What is so hard about my position that people are not understanding? I'm not telling you that Alhaji Nkrumah should be celebrated by me. I'm telling you that I understand why his people celebrate him as their hero. I'm telling you, I understand why the Nimba people, particularly the Gyo people, celebrate Prince Johnson as a hero. But I'm telling you that I, Henry Costa, do not celebrate any one of them. I don't celebrate any one of them. I think all of them should go to the War Crimes Court. But I'm giving you the context. And you see, context is what sometimes people don't want to hear. Did Yulimo get up just by themselves? No. Yulimo was established to defend Mandingo and Crown people. But they did horrible things. I even told you, case in point, Yulimo looted the hydro, the Bankofe hydro. They looted it. They did many things, terrible things. But I'm just giving you the context that I will not condemn Mandingo people for celebrating Alhaji Nkrumah. But I am not a Mandingo man, so I have no reason to celebrate him. But they are Mandingo people, so they celebrate him as a hero, but not me. I have no reason to celebrate him. He did not get up to defend me. No. Pale people were not being targeted in the war. They were not. They were not. I'm sorry. We were not targeted during the war. Okay? We were not. But I can tell you this much. Mandingos were targeted. Crown people were targeted. Gilpo were targeted. And it depended on what side you were. But I agree. Alhaji Nkrumah and Yulimoke, they did terrible things. But I also agree with Mandingo people that he was a hero. Period. And you will not change my position on that. He's not my hero. Prince Johnson is not my hero. Charles Seller is not my hero. I don't like any of them. But the facts are the facts. Why did they come into existence? Because they were being targeted. That is not true. Not every tribe in Liberia was targeted. You're an idiot when you say that. Not every tribe lost people, but there were tribes that were specifically targeted. There were tribes that were specifically targeted. Crown people were being murdered because of association with Dole. Giopo were being murdered because Giopo were being murdered by the Crown soldiers. Everybody are killing everybody. That's the point. Innocent people in between were killed. People were perceived to be belonging to one tribe, they were being killed. It was a fratricidal madness. People were killing people because of belonging to one tribe or belonging to the other tribe. Depending on where you were targeted. But there were tribes that were targeted, specifically singled out and murdered. And innocent people in between were also murdered. All the tribes were innocent, as a matter of fact. All the Mandingo people that were killed by the other people, because they were Mandingo people, they were innocent. All the Crown people that were killed, because Dole was Crown, they were innocent. All the Gil people that were killed, because of the rebels that came, they were innocent. Innocent people were murdered all across Bagai. Whether they were Crown, Dio, Mandingo, they were innocent. And that's why all of them need to go to the War Crimes Court to answer for their crimes. I'm not saying you're defending any one of them, but I'm just trying to tell you the reason why the other people see those people as like, you are not Mandingo, you will never understand it. You are not Mandingo. Bagai, tell me the story of your family. What did you do during the war? If you heard any story, you are Mandingo. Tell us. Did your family, because you were much smaller during the war, what did your family tell you during the war?
Yeah. I don't, because you're kind of breaking, so you have to repeat the question.
I say, you are Mandingo. Tell me the story. What did your family encounter during the war? You are Mandingo from Lofa. Tell me.
Yeah, of course, like you said, it was all about the same thing that we just said here in like in Lofa, the Unimoke. For me, my dad is Mandingo, my mom is Bandi. Yeah, they didn't really tell me much about their experience because when they started, they crossed over to Guinea, and that's where they were. So they don't have very much experience on the war in Liberia. But
Oh, yeah,
Costa,
because
if
so
you
they
really look
left
at
early and crossed into Guinea.
yes, but Costa, if you look at things, like you said, everybody was like defending their people. Prince Johnson, they're defending the people from Nima, and Alhaji GV Kroman, they're defending the Mandingo people. So
And
your point
Roosevelt
here
Johnson
is
was defending
clear.
the Crown people too.
Yeah, your point here is clear. We said everybody step on each other's toes. Everybody kill people. The other person killing the other tribe, the other person killing the other tribe. So they came out and said, okay, say you killing my people, let me try to defend. Let me try to put my act together and defend my people. So we here on the Costa Show, we are not saying you shouldn't celebrate your hero. The person can be the hero of the Manon people, the Gio people, they can be a hero of the Mandingo people. But we're just saying that we are not stopping you from celebrating, but we are calling for the establishment of the War and Economic Crown Court, that everybody that participated in the war, they can go and face justice. That's what we are saying. So you should know our position on the show. We are not stopping you from celebrating your hero. We are not telling that no, don't celebrate X, Y, and Z. But once the War Economic Crown Code is established, everybody should go and face justice. And I hope you should understand that by now.
True. That's the point we are making. The point we're making is that everybody got a hero during the war. And they themselves know that a hero did terrible things to other people. You didn't know? Everybody know their own hero did terrible things. I don't have a hero. Prince Johnson is not my hero. Samuel Keto, not my hero. Charles Taylor, not my hero. Alhaji Kroma, not my hero. I have no hero during the war. All of them are villains to me. They all should go to court. Simple. That's my view. I don't have a hero. Nobody defended me. Nobody took a gun to defend me or to fight for my rights. Nobody is my hero. They all are villains to me. They are heroes to their kinsmen, but I'm sorry, I have no hero. Let's take some calls then.
All right. Let's take some calls. Like the phone lines are really buzzing this morning. The topic on the discussion. Let's take it.
Yeah,
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Buckeye, and good morning to Leader Heaven Pedro Costa.
Yeah.
My name is Mohamed S. Connor, and I call from Johnsonville. Look, the entire 16 tribe we have in this country supported the war. In as much we all rallied behind Charles Taylor, we say, you kill my man, you kill my pa, I'll vote for you. We saw Charles Taylor as our hero, as our emancipator, as our savior. So where people coming for condemning Mandingo people standing by Alhaji GV Kroman, when you go on the street disgracefully say, he came my man, he came my pa, I will vote for you. 65% of the vote count, 75% of the vote count, Taylor wants 75% of the vote, the 100% of the Taylor gets 75%. What kind of nonsense is that? Who does that? You go to the polling places, you make a loud or a reckless or slogan, stood by war law, who kill innocent people in this place here. So Joe Bully that ran away from America about a year or 2 years, 3 years ago, he can become a lawmaker in Grand there. Joe Bully. Then you're talking about Prince Johnson. You people deny a decent character like Ite Gongro well. 2 times the woman contested for the you deny. The worst of it was 2020. Because she's a manor. The Giopo deny her. The man that failed un district. The woman went and won a man in your own district one. Because manor put plenty there. where Gilpo are dominated, they went to vote against the woman. So why you're condemning the Mandingo people defending? For me, I'm not a tribalist. Everybody know that. When you saw how people condemning, even Pedro Costa, there where I started my show, I condemned them. I said I hate tribalism. But let's be fair with our athletes to watch each other. We all support the mess.
Well, let me finish.
When COP started pushing for war economic crime code, many of you people that condemn Manigopo, your lies are us. You're telling about us. We are the one championing the war. I support it 1,000%. War economic crime code, I support it 1,000%. If I come out alive, I will support for you to appear there because they all committed individual crime against the Liberian people. They almost failed justice. But for me to condemn, I will not condemn my people. We support it and I classify Alaji Kuma to be our savior. Period.
Thank you
and
so
I respect
much.
that.
I'll take some.
Let me
from the
Baga was
WhatsApp
not
number
letting
this
our
morning.
guest, but let me just say something, Baga. You already answered the call?
Good morning.
Take
Yeah,
the call.
already. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Take another caller now, Baga.
Good morning.
Waste all your morning.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Boaka. It's Matoma Sise calling from England.
Welcome. Go ahead, Matoma. You're live.
We will celebrate Alaji Kroma. Does not mean that we don't support the economic and war crime code. No. The first day the war started in Liberia, I lost my auntie that day in Bluetooth. We were on our way to Banga that day to lose my sister Kola. I think Costa will know her. To lose my sister Kola that day when they called us and said that your auntie, they just killed her in Bluetooth. They cut my auntie throat, they cut her husband throat, they killed all of them. The only person that survived was her grandchild. They took her grandchild, or 2 years old grandchild, and they said they put her grandchild on her body. We're not saying that what happened was right. Everybody was wrong.
Oh, we're sorry there. We got trouble with Block-Eye. We'll get him shortly. We'll get him back shortly. Let me call him and find out what's going on. I'm gonna call Block-Eye and find out what's going on. Okay, hold on, folks.
What
Okay,
he did, bad cannot pay for bad, but that he's our hero because nobody did what he did for us. And our brother that was saying that they're not only Mandingo people suffer, is what they're not only Mandingo people got killed. That's true, but you got killed because you were bearing the name of a Mandingo name. That's the reason why they will kill you. So you should know that the target that time was Mandingo people. So we will celebrate Alaji GP Kroma, whether you're lucky or not. We're saying that we support the war economic crime code. I support it. But it does not mean that we're not supporting it. Thank you very much.
You see where the people come from. Baga, don't take any more calls. We got our guests. We'll be taking her any moment now. But that's exactly where they come from. The Mandingo people support the war crimes code. But at the same time, you cannot tell them to not support the man or see the man who stood up for them when they were being targeted and murdered as their hero. As I said, I have no hero. None of the warlords are my heroes. None. But their history is not my history, Buckeye. Their experience is not my experience. Their being is not my being. So I have to be considerate. I have to understand where they come from. Anyway, thank you so much. We'll bring that topic to an end and we'll take Miss Goretti Atoka. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, you did. It's Goretti.
Thank you very, very much. CEO Goretti Atoka. So let's talk about Agroretti. I like the name of the company, Agroretti.
Agroretti. It's a combination of agribusiness and Goretti.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful. So let's talk about it. First of all, I'm sorry to say, but this is the thing. You don't look like the typical person who would go into farming. No, you don't. And what took you into agriculture? What took you into farming?
That's a question I get a lot. So, as a little girl, I remember I don't know where I got this information from. I don't know if I read the newspaper or if I listened to it on the radio, but I got an information that Liberia was at that year, Liberia was importing 200 million United States dollars worth of rice per year into the
Now it's
country.
250 million.
Okay. And that stuck in my head, and I think it traumatized me because around the same time, Liberia was one of the top countries on the, poorest countries list in the world. And I was like, how can we even afford this? How is it even possible that we can afford 200 million United States dollars, worth of rice per year? And I
Because
was
we
like,
eat a
well, we
lot of
have
rice.
exactly. We have land, we have the perfect climate, we have like everything for us to get into, planting and stuff like that. So why are we even spending that much money when we can leave the money right here in Liberia? And that's how I started thinking about it. And at that time, I didn't even know what agriculture was. I didn't even know what farmer was. I used to call myself a planter. I said I would be a future planter and stuff like that. And that's how it started. And I started growing into it. And I realized what agriculture was. I started researching, and I realized that with agriculture, I think that's what Liberia needs more than anything to be sustainable. Food security, that's very important, and that's what I think it's Liberia that made me to get into agriculture.
That's very, very good. Now, AgroReady, your company, of which you're the CEO. So I saw, I think there was a lunch. I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, oh my God, this is impressive. Because I'm passionate about agriculture myself, and I share your belief that it is the single greatest prospect for Liberia to break itself free from what we're faced with. And so I saw about your company. I read about your company. I was fascinated. I reached out to you and I said, "This is great." But let's talk about the company. So you started AgroReady, and you're doing two things. Not only are you manufacturing stuff, great products, amazing packaging, because packaging is everything. You know that. No matter how good the product is, if the packaging is not good, you're in trouble. So the packaging is great. The product is great, so I'm told, and I can't wait to taste some of that edible chips. I was talking about it earlier this morning.
It's actually my favorite.
You empower local farmers in the process. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the linkages. How you support and work with local farmers that produce the products that you use to manufacture the crunchy, crispy potato chips, edible chips, and cassava chips.
Right. So I have my farm where I planted cassava, but then I realized, that I can't do it all on my own. I needed farmers. I needed to support them actually, because if I'm buying from them, they're being supported, they're being empowered, to do more. So what we usually do is we will go to the farmers, we buy the materials, the raw materials from them, and then bring it to our own area to produce it.
That's very good.
Basically, and we also have some farmers that are not technically working with us on the farm, but we employ them for a period of time to be able to help us plant or maybe clean, brush, harvest and stuff like that.
That's very good. So you have a where you do the manufacturing right in town, right? You process it right in Liberia, right?
Yes, in Liberia, Kakata.
That's good. That's very, very good. So you must have done some research. The machine that makes the chips and all that kind of stuff. Tell us about that.
Yes, we did. Actually, we started investing and planning the whole AgroReady since 2020 November. I mean, I've had the dream for a while, but we started the actual work since 2020. And it's a lot because we did research. We wanted to make sure it's a snack, but also at least it should be at least healthy and interesting for people to eat and delicious and stuff like that. So we did some research on the machines and stuff like that. So we have different machines that we ordered from China. We have the washing.
Folks, we're sorry there. Hold on. We'll get her back shortly. I'm sure somebody probably trying to call her phone. Okay.
So yeah, we
Yeah. Go on, go on. Go on. We are listening to you. Hello?
yes.
Yeah, you were talking about the machine from
Yeah,
China.
I said we didn't want to do everything manually because of the hygiene and everything behind it. So we decided to make it automated. So we have the washing, peeling, cutting machine. We have another machine that blanches the chips. It helps to remove the starch, helps for it to not absorb as much oil as the regular chips will absorb. We also dewater it. We remove all of the water from in it, and then we try our best to remove the oil as well. We have machines for all of that.
That's very good. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
currently, where can people find your products? I mean, are there stores and supermarkets, specific supermarkets and stores and shops where that carry your products?
Yeah. Right now, we only have pickup points like Center Point department stores, like Classic store in town, Body Zone, Winners Chapel. But we're having we're finalizing a discussion with a distributor that will be able to take it to all of the supermarkets in Liberia, a distributor in Monrovia, and then we also are talking with another distributor in Kakata and Grand Bassa, so that they can be able to distribute the products there as well.
Let's talk about the reception. How are people who have tasted your products? How are they reacting? I mean, I'm pretty sure they must be very pleased.
It's actually emotional because a lot of people, have been excited about the product, and most people have been telling me it's really nice. They like it, and people have been giving their honest reviews on the product. Things that they think we need to do, or things that they love about the product. That just different reviews. Now I'm really excited about it because, especially for the cassava chips, because cassava chips is so strange, and we haven't done it or seen it here before. So doing that, it gives a lot of different impression. People want to taste something else. They expect other things. So, I mean, right now the reviews that we're getting, they're really good, and I'm really excited about it because we really put in time to producing all of these products.
That's very, very good. That's very, very good. Do you have any plans to look into exporting to the United States?
Of course. And that's one of the major things about Agri-Ready. We're not just doing snacks. I said that before. We're not just doing snacks. Agri-Ready is a company that it's an agro business where we're getting into different things. So for the cassava chips, we're not just doing cassava chips. We're going to be cleaning and grounding the cassava leaves as well, and packaging it well so that we can be able to export and also sell in supermarkets in Liberia. We're also going to be doing cassava fries, the one they call bong fries. We'll be doing the potato greens as well to export. We'll be doing the potato fries as well. So there's just so many things that we have to do. We even have plans for like so many different things. We're just starting with the snacks for now. And yes, we have plans to export. We actually have been discussing with people out of the country that wants to connect us with stores there so that we can be able to supply them.
Yeah, I know a couple of stores here. So a couple of Liberian stores, are big Liberian stores, and other African stores that may carry your products. Yeah.
Right.
So, man, I wish you best of luck. And people, we're all just fascinated and just proud of what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. So, we believe in supporting Liberian businesses, especially smart, intuitive ones. Doing stuff that the everyday person would not want to do, but it's making an impact. So we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. It means a lot to us.
You are most welcome. Have a blessed day.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thank you. You too. All right.
Bye. Well, folks, there you have it there. A young Liberian lady, and they're doing great. Agri-Ready, that's the name of the company. Agri-Ready. AGRORETTI. They are an agricultural company. They work with local farmers. They have their own small farm, but they work with other farmers and they buy their produce from them, cassava, sweet potato, and edo. And they go and they manufacture. They have their plant up in Kakata, and they manufacture in a decent, hygienic facility. and they package it very nicely, and it's fantastic. Beautiful stuff. Great. So, folks, there you have it. This brings us to an end of today's edition of the show. By the way, I'm getting some of the chips. Somebody's coming to the States. They're going to bring me some of the Elo chips, particularly the Elo chips. I love Elo chips. They're my favorites. Thank you so much, folks. God bless you and have yourselves a good day. Bye-bye.